Hello everybody and welcome back to our coverage of the 888 Poker live in London. I'm with Antoine Labat, who we noticed here in December also, and it was a very exciting event. I felt like there was a huge sort of convergence of November Niners, which is very rare. Now to see you here again, I have to know what's going on. Are you in London? Are you just like checking out all the good 888 events?
No, I really enjoyed the 888 event that I did in December, so I thought I'd give it a try. And I like the 888. That's why I was thinking like it's the same at the main event, and then I ship again in December here. So I want to make it again, and it's a good event. I think it's a good place to play poker.
So are you telling me that the fields are kind of soft?
Yes.
Let's not mince words. Let's just get it together. Well, I think for a lot of players, the idea of going to the main event final table is like such a crazy pipe dream. It's so out of the realm of possibility for most players. For someone that's been there, who's experienced that, talk to me a little bit about what life in poker has been like since. Is it like, well, dream checked off, or there's much more to be had?
It gets me really excited to play more and more tournaments. Before I didn't do a lot of tournaments, and then playing the main events like woke something up in me, and I like the competition and all the kind of emotion you experience through the tournament. It's a little bit boring in the beginning, so it's tough to not make a lot of mistakes. And then when you go deep in the tournament, you can feel pressure even if it's not as expensive as the main event, but I don't know. There is a kind of feeling like you put your life on the line, and every hand you play, it's really exciting. So, I mean, I'm playing more tournaments. It makes me eager to win more tournaments. But I still prefer to play easy one than tough one. So, I'm not sure I'm the best in the world. So I just try to play my level.
I think that's so interesting, though, because I've been listening to, for various reasons, like all of these old podcasts, like starting from 2010 and going all the way until like today, all these old poker podcasts, and listening to players and talking about, cash versus tournaments and shifting and sort of like the various perspectives on what it's like to actually play tournament poker. Some poker players find it just so frustrating and so difficult to play tournament poker, and then other players are like, oh my gosh, this is the dream, this is what I want to be. And I think for someone who's been at the apex of the dream, to still want to play tournament poker means that you're like a tournament poker player at heart.
I don't know how to answer this. I still play all kind of different poker in all the areas. I think nowadays poker is getting tougher and tougher, and you have to be flexible with what you want to do. So you cannot just say, I will play only tournament or only cash. I think you'd rather just try to be at the right place at the right moment. And it's a better philosophy than wanting to define yourself, restrict yourself to just a specific area.
Of course, and it's like diversifying your portfolio, essentially. Like you're making yourself available to lots of different ways of making income.
Maybe, but it's still it's so poker oriented, so I wouldn't say it's like making my portfolio so wonderful that I can go work in another place, but yes.
Well, it's so funny because just last time you were here, I was talking to some of the other November Niners, and some of them have had the experience of having people sort of shift their game the way that they play with them, or really recognizing them. And I think because you were speaking French and maybe less interviews happened, or there was less coverage, do you feel like sometimes people, you're playing at the poker table with them, and even if they're poker players who know what's going on, they don't even know that you are a November Niner so recently?
I think less people know me because I just stay 10 minutes at the table, so I think it's the main reason, but it's more logical for them to know John Sin than me. So I believe not a lot of people recognize me. It happens sometimes, but they just congrats me. I'm not sure that they make any change in their game. But I don't play in the toughest area where people are changing really their game. So just everyone here is just playing their game.
Which is like the real smart move, if you ask me. This guy's got it. Well, I so appreciate it. I really appreciated you then. I appreciate you now. I think you're just like such a wonderful player to be around, and like really positive and kind. So I appreciate you being here. I hope we see you like at all the 888. Just London events, or you might come to some other ones?
Oh no, just this one. Oh, you mean during this tournament? No, there's only one.
I mean, like they have Barcelona.
Later, maybe.
They have like.
I don't know.
But this one for sure.
I live a day-to-day life, so I cannot tell where.
You're a poker player.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we got it. All right. Well, former November 9er Antoine Labat. I'm Sarah Herring. You guys are with us here on PokerNews.com.